implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
On the ground, it's Butler. Breaks the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Keeps looking downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, West Virginia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with he lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job.
And the Mountaineers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Let's see what they do on third down. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to escape and get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. Turning it on. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Mountaineers have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big throw. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Butler. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs. And to the end zone he goes. And the Mountaineers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tough, physical. Hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Oh, and a move. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. He got it! And he will score! First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback rolled up to the end, sacked at the 12. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the... They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And that's
quickly out to the tight end. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it. And the
heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So
they wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
There he goes to the left. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure coming. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Got it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Butler. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do check.
Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside
on the set.
looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the...
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Lets it go to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a...
Touchdown, West Virginia. Grab the short. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a first down. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man all by himself. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he takes it in for... Might be calling a hot route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways just a few yards to go. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage.
Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Mountaineers. The offense can't. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the grab. It's Butler. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Still looking. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a...
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Wagner.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Butler. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the... They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad.